Wow, we are getting lots of comments. Hey, where'd he go? There he is. Welcome back. Well, I am thrilled about this segment. We've been waiting on it for a long time. We've been, chatting back and forth with Lewis and the team from CarTuned for a little while now, and we're excited. We finally have in our hot little hands, at least the two of us do. Mark's is coming, I am assured. We got boxes.
My hands are cold.
You're watching Diecast Breakdown with Chuck Ellis, David Johns, and Mark McHotwheel. Now,
so we got our boxes here, David and I. They're autographed by Big Lou himself. Mine says Big Lou was here, and got Big B approved. Some really cool stickers. So,
Chuck, let's make sure everybody knows a little bit about Lewis, because we're not talking about somebody new to the industry.
No, in fact, I'm sure that Jada Toys fanboy is definitely aware of who Lewis is. So for those who don't know, Lewis Tanahara got to start kind of in the Southern California hot rod lowrider scene, and he's worked with a whole bunch of amazing people, including Chip Foose and Boyd Coddington. And he worked at Hot Wheels. He did some, if you ever saw Big Lou on the side of the dairy delivery, that was one of his designs. And he went over to Jada and did a little project you might have heard of called Dub City. That really kind of changed the game when it came to putting different types of car culture in the hands of kids and collectors. Dub City was it was a force of nature in the late 90s, early 2000s. And, I still have quite a few of those in my collection. And I'm not even a lowrider guy. I just thought they were really cool. First round of inductees into the Diecast Hall of Fame in 2009. Lewis was one of them. You might also recognize his kind of masterpiece that was done a few years back, the Sledster. It's this beautiful Art Deco lowrider 49 Merc styled
Very cool.
hauler. Actually turning around to this one. This is what is actually inside here. I just cracked this one today, and I just so I could open the box. I'm gonna pull this thing out and hopefully not fling it across the room because it's all right. There we go. So look at that. So
look at it, sir.
Look at it, sir. And this one was lots of flames on it. That flame style is very specific to Lewis, and we may see more of it as we continue to get to the boxes.
Dig into our boxes. Yep.
Yes. Look at that. So he's legendary designer, really cool guy. He's been really helpful with the show. He's gotten us several guests. All around good dude, and really appreciates the show, and we're grateful to him for that. But he and the guys over at CarTuned sent us a package, and he did draw my attention too. I think it's really cool. He's kind of taken this style and kind of even the packaging has Big Lou's touch on it. You can see here he did this little design with this custom carrier here. I think that's really cool. Let me know in the comments what you think about this one, because he was kind of curious, and I am too. If you'd
Handle
be interested
that with care.
in something like that. As well, along with these cars.
I want you to take everything in, because after talking with Lewis, what we've learned, no detail has been overlooked. I am talking from the outside box to the inner boxes to the card art to the cars themselves. Everything was intentional, and it is representative of his work and the pride he puts in his work. I'm really excited to show these to you, because I've seen them in the past, pics and in media, but when you look at them and you hold them, they're a different level. I'll save my big overall review for the end, but I just want that to be kind of out there at the beginning. Keep your eye out for details. All right. So Chuck, how do we want to do this? Do we want to?
I don't know. We count to three, or
let's show. Okay, so in the box itself, the big box that Chuck had, there's an inner box. And not everybody will get to see these, because this is what will get unpacked at the store by the staff. And I was talking to Lewis, and he knew that. he knew that not everybody's ever going to get to see these, but still there's the detail of having like a little cool diorama. And this is what there's a custom shop in MGA that
I
looks
think that's going to be really popular. I think those are going to be highly sought after.
Yeah,
like
I would probably fight somebody for that box, to be honest with you, David.
right? Like, and that's again, that just speaks to who Lewis is. Like, he loves details and he loves carryover, which you're gonna see. There's a reason I got my Sledster out for this one, and you're gonna see why in a minute. But
right.
so
again, how about the very first one I grabbed out of the CarTuned box is a Corvette. That's perfect. We didn't plan that. So this is a 63 Chevy Corvette. These are stylized diecast, but they're not like the ones from other brands that are mass produced out there. I promise you that. I'm going to say this, guys. When you see this, immediately you may think that doesn't look like what is in David's collection. He likes a lot of nearly photorealistic, super high-end premium stuff. But I've really come around on the quality and the attention to detail. There's a weightiness to these. There's a heft to them, and we'll get into more. We'll get into more of the detail, but here's your card art, guys. You've got Lewis's artwork.
Yeah, I think you should show me more of those cars, though, David. Break them out.
All right, let's look at them. Chuck, let's just alternate.
We'll alternate. Here we go. So I'm holding this is kind of the signature car from the series. This is the Big Time Hustler. This is a 57 Chevy Bel Air. You're going to notice that all these cars are Chevys, and that is a licensing thing that there's, Chevy is, I guess General Motors is a little easier to work with, and out of the gate, it's really expensive to license cars. So don't get downhearted if you don't see your particular brand of car here. This is just the first series. They have more licensing coming. And again, important thing for collectors like David and I who, prefer our cars to be properly licensed. But this one is very cool. This is the Big Time Hustler. As I said, it's got a matte paint job with a beautiful green flames on the side. There is a chase version of this one that is orange with green flames. And we'll talk about the chases more in a little bit.
Check out the K5 Blazer. Super, super cool, actually. Mm-hmm. And one thing I told Lewis one time, guys, these have a metal flake paint job. He went really over and above what he had to give us on a vehicle like this. The paint is a lot better than you think it is at first glance. It's everything is just really well done. And I want to mention to you customizers out there, these are held together by screws. So they are very easy to do wheel swaps, to do customizing. He just thought of everything. What's the next one you got, Chuck?
All right. Well, I have got the Pete's going to like this one. 69 Chevy Camaro. And I love the proportion on these. Look at it, sir. Look at that.
Look at that cherry red. That thing's nice.
That is the paint. Look at the shine on that paint there. Looks like Mark detailed it. It's
I'll put a rotary on that.
Nice
and corrected that.
Yeah. So you're going to notice, I think there's like Pro Street style cars and there's lowrider style cars and there's muscle cars. This one's part of the muscle cars. So you can see it says muscle cars.
Yeah. Up on the street sign.
Yeah. So there's a lot to these packages. There's, again, the details that Lewis likes to do. So you're going to see on these, there's series 1. These are green tabs up top with blue lettering. These are the ones that you're going to be finding in your Targets. It's going to be in Target and Walmart, likely to be in Target first. They're saying these will be here maybe 3rd, 4th week of July. It's kind of in flux. This is a major global toy company and major international, distributors. So things are a little in flux, and some stores are going to get them before others. But be sure to keep an eye out. There's going to be more posting about it. CarTuned Official on Instagram is a great place to follow for that. So it looks like David's got something else for us to.
Well, we had to have an Impala, right?
Yeah.
So this is super cool. And check out the wheels. Somebody asked, are these plastic wheels? Nope. You're getting rubber tires. You're getting high-end wheels. We had a commenter post that you can maybe swap them out with previous Jada stuff. If somebody knows that, I don't know that right here and now to be.
Can't speak to that.
I can't confirm it, but it would make sense. I think I've heard that in the past, but I'm saying rubber tires because, again, didn't have to have rubber tires. These are really cool, and the tires have treads on them. Just really cool.
Yeah, and again, these wheels and tires, they will, they're on a standard axle. You could put them on other cars if you wanted. You could swap in customs from your own collection if you wanted to add your own wheels. I've got my 64 Impala as well. I'm going to skip that one because David already got to it. But this one I'm really excited about. Now, this is the 56 Chevy Nomad. I love me a good station wagon, and the detail work on this one. You got that sugar skull on there. You got some really cool gold work on this. And, as David said, these are all held on with Phillips head screws. They are designed to be customized. Lewis wants people to, take them, modify them, swap the wheels out, make it easy for us builders out there to tweak these around. I did see a question from Lolo Garcia. It says, is this going to be considered a chase piece? No, actually, we have not gotten to the chase pieces yet. So the production numbers that I've been told are that there's going to be 200,000 cars made in Series 1 total. So already we're talking a significantly more limited number than your typical big brand. But the chase pieces, there's only going to be 400 chase pieces through the whole Series 1, and that's so there's 25,000 of each car being made. There's 8 cars in the series, so that's 200,000 cars, and out of those, 400 of them will be chases. I asked Lewis if we had any chases in here. I don't know if we do yet. I haven't looked that far. We got a ton of information on this that we're gonna try and get through it all, and remember, this is our first look. Way. So this is our first look. We have never seen these before. I know that he sent us some pre-production and some production stuff. I know that everything in the blister pack that we're showing you is production. This is exactly how it will look when it hits the shelf. Now, is that your Lucy there, David?
Yeah, I wanted to show you guys. I mean, these aren't just good looking. They do roll. They roll really well. And I love the stance. I mean, it is just absolutely slammed, but it rolls perfectly. So just, again, attention to detail. While I got you here, let's look at this fleet line, because this one's super cool.
So I love that one.
Let me get this out of the glare. There we go. How about that, guys? We've got the whole range. Yeah, we got 40s up to current stuff, and we've got a ton of new stuff in the works from what we hear from Lewis. Once the licenses start getting nailed down, we're going to see just an incredible variety of models. But what a debut. These things kind of made a huge splash at Diecast SuperCon, and it is so cool to see these in person. All right, Chuck, you got one more?
I got a few more.
Two more?
I got a couple more. Let's take a look at this for the square body fans out here. Now, this is what I'm talking about here. So you see this beautiful blue paint with this flame job that might look a little familiar to you. And that is because it is the same flame job. Lewis's kind of signature flame job and similar blue. So this is a unofficial companion piece to this particular Sledster, if you happen to be so fortunate as to have picked one of those up. But this is the one I know a lot of people are excited about. People love the square body Chevys, and this is a adorable example. I love it. It's these cars are just they're cartoony in all the right ways. I think, just
They
very
work on
fun.
a lot of different levels, don't they?
They do. Like, and it's funny because I was showing pictures to someone, a friend of mine who's not a car person at all, and she was just like, "Those are really cute. I could see those being on my desk." And and she's not even a car person, and she was like, I could see decorate, having a few of those around. That'd be just, they're a great gift idea, I think, because they're, anyone who, whether they're young or old. Exactly. So there was a question here about distribution. So really quick, they're going to be in Walmart and Target first. There is a Walgreens run that's coming. There is a Hobby Alt version that's coming. We'll talk more about those later, but the Walgreens version is interesting. It's going to have a smaller packaging because of the planograms, the way that they lay out the stores in Walgreens. They need to have smaller packaging. So Lewis and his team, to counter having to have a smaller package, those will have foil on them, foil on the packaging. So they'll have that really nice reflective metallic look. So those are going to look really good hanging on your wall. Because they've got that nice reflectivity to them. And got another Lucy here.
I wish we could. I want to try to find some way to really show off this paint, guys, because it's remarkable. All the gold chrome you get, white walls, gold rims. All right. I can't do it justice. We're going to get some clean pics, but this is a black metal flake paint that is it sparkles, man. It
looks 2 feet deep. It's
high. It's just high quality stuff.
Mm-hmm. We got David, one more. Oh, yes, Mark.
What you got, Mark?
Scale of 1 to 10, how weighty is it? That's what I need to know.
The heft. Okay, for real, guys. For real, for something this size. There can't be a comparable vehicle that is heftier. To answer your question, Mark.
No, they do have a good weight to them in the package. I am somebody just pointed out the Blazer is sick, and here is that 69 Chevy Blazer, and it is nice in so many ways. Just a very cool, the cars that they picked, being limited to Chevy, they picked some real high notes here between the 47, the square body. You got the K5, the Camaro, of course, iconic cars. So really cool stuff. So that's all the ones that I have in mine that are packaged. We got some other mystery stuff. He sent us some stickers. These are really cool. They've got a little special QR code on them. So I'm going to hold it up here. Maybe you can scan it if you're watching and see where that takes you.
I want to get a little feedback, and I want to pass this along to Lewis, guys. There's other companies doing diecast trading cards. These were some really cool stickers, hologram stickers that they gave out in Vegas at the Diecast SuperCon. And we would love to know if there's any interest in maybe accompanying your purchase with something like that. Just is there an interest out there? I'd be curious, and maybe we could pass that along to MGA and tell them that people are getting used to trading cards with their diecast cars, and that's not the worst road to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Now, somebody is asking us about the price.
$499 confirmed. $499.
$499. Okay.
For singles, confirmed.
For singles. That's the other thing too. We should probably pull up. There is a whole poster that he sent us, and these are some excerpts from the poster. So these are the chase cars. They're each series. This is the mainline series, has a unique chase. So this is the Big Time Hustler over here. You got your orange one with the green paint. These are called red bottoms. So that's what that RB stands for. And that is taken off of a certain very popular shoe brand that's used by a lot of trendy and influential folks to kind of signify that things are just a step above where they usually are. So these are red bottoms to kind of follow in that lead, and they will have red undersides and red wheels to kind of highlight their their values. Hobby alts. This is going to be the ones that these will be at your hobby shops, your independent stores. House of Cards is definitely going to be carrying these, but these will be the ones that you'll likely see in places like that. They're going to be in Macy's and Toys R Us, which I didn't even know still exist, but they do, and they'll be there. And Amazon as well is going to be carrying these. So this is the version of that distribution. We got a red bottom chase car here in the K5 Blazer. It's very cool. It's got a kind of a maroon paint job with the red base, and just very cool take on that series. So again, here's the ones from Walmart and Target, and these are going to be the ones in the hobby shops. So, all right, we'll take a break from the poster. And what else do you got?
So yes, it's not just singles. We're also going to have doubles and a 3-pack. The 2-packs are going to run you $9.99. The 3-packs are going to be $14.99. This particular one, I'm going to put it there on camera just to give you an idea. Another detail that Lewis has done is as you flip this thing over, you've got a little bit of a display in case you want to display your cars on a shelf.
That guy thinks of everything.
Yeah, every single thing has been thought about. Here is the back of the card. C10 Camaro, and look at this Camaro. Pete from Old Man Diecast. This is a matte gray, kind of a primer gray.
I love that.
With the flames. I love how the flames, Chuck and Mark, are a thread throughout Lewis's career, and how cool to have that legacy where you see those flames, you think Tanahara. Like, I bet Lewis did this. Lewis is one of the OGs in our community and has been doing this so long, and shout out to him for still putting forth the effort to give us stuff like this. You know, he could probably be sitting on an island smoking a cigar right now, but he's still cranking out really, really cool stuff at the top of at the top of his game, at the top of his among his peers. 25 years in the game. So this is what you get.
I'm gonna open one of the pre-productions now. It's got a little special MGA special wrapping on it to show that it is a sample submission. So I'm gonna hold that up here so you can see. This is what the sample submission looks like.
And notice the name on there. Lewis told me that the other name on there is his design colleague that has
Baljit Singh.
Baljit. And if you notice on our boxes, it has Big Lou approved, but it also has Big B, and that's Big B.
That's Baljit.
Baljit, yeah.
Nice. So so there, it's a plastic base, but held in by screws. You know, really nice. I should get a brighter light on these, but you got some tread on the tires there.
Let me just smile.
Yeah, there you go. Brighten it right up. So no lensed headlamps or tail lamps, but again, we're talking a $4.99 price point, and you're getting this incredible paint for the price. Now you will notice that the windows are all blacked out. That was again a choice that was made to allow them to really focus on knockout paint, which I think was a good move to keep the price down and have this. So, you know, it's possible that there will be future ones that have interiors or more premium ones. I don't know. You guys are going to have to buy a lot of them, and I think you will, to make sure that they make more of these. And this is too cool. This one is absolutely going to be going on my Slidster at the end of the show. So, David, what else you got?
I got the stickers. I got the samples. I think I got the same thing. So I don't have anything that you haven't seen or that you've got, Chuck. I've got a 2-pack here and the stickers. So we've hit it. We've told you our thoughts on it. So let's do this before we start giving away some cars. Mark, what are your first impressions when you see them on camera without holding them?
Well, I'm going to take your word for it, David, that they're weighty. That's one of my favorite things is cars with some weight, some heft to it. You know, if you win a trophy in a car show and it's super light, then you just throw it in the trash. It's got to have some weight to it. You got to have weight to it. They're beautiful little cars. The first thing that comes to mind when I see those things and when I first saw them is that they're an incredible toy for a kid, and they're an incredible toy for an adult. And
Mhm.
the just like, for kids to like actually learn how to take them apart and swap the bases, and then have the
Mhm.
little, the little card to make their little garage and stuff like that. That's really good things for kids and their, fine motor skills to learn that kind of stuff and to play with that stuff. And then for adults, I've always loved muscle machines. I've always loved like the tuned kind of cars, the artwork, that just has that kind of tuned look. So for me, I could easily put those up on the wall and display them, and keep the cards, cut the cards out, make the cards into a table or something. So it's just really cool stuff. All those little tiny things that Lewis did, with all the little details, is really an important thing to me when it comes to like thoughtfulness and really caring about what you're putting out, and not having some huge production team of 16, 20 different people saying this is how we do it. You can see that they gave him, the reins to do whatever he wanted to do, because this isn't his first rodeo, and he really, had free reign on what he wanted to do. And we see that. So I'm excited. I can't wait to get some for my little girl, to have her play. Those are probably going to be her first toys, to be honest with you. She hasn't got any car toys yet. So CarTuned for the win.
Yeah, Old Man Diecast has a good question. How do these compare to muscle machines? Packaging is a lot like them. So I would say that they are not really the same thing at all. The muscle machines are very much focused on giant blown out engines and looking more like an Ed Roth, painting or illustration. These ones are definitely more on the, more stylized, cartoonish side, obviously. But, quality wise, these would punch that weight class very easily. Like there's, the paint again, like this, really doesn't do it justice. This isn't just yellow. It's metal flake yellow, and, just very, very cool. So I think for the price point, these are fantastic. I mean, we got multicolored wheels here. You got chrome and, some matte charcoal on the wheels.
Just for the wheels alone, the price point, if you wanted to put those on.
That's true. You couldn't,
your own.
And don't overshadow it. Like this Camaro here had the big old drag slicks on the back. Mm-hmm. Like it's not just the other one. I don't think the other one had the same tires on it. Let's see. No, it didn't. So you're getting a different wheel set with white lettering on it. I wanted to confirm a couple things, Mark. 42 grams or higher was the requirement from Lewis. He wanted them heavy
for the weight. I remember that.
And we are getting confirmation.
When he asked me, I was like, "You need to make this at least 42 grams."
Yeah.
Target should be the first to market in about 2.5 to 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. That is what we are getting from Lewis. So that's when we can start to expect them.
Did you dig into your set? Because look at this, guys, a pre-production slug here, autographed by Baljeet and by Big Lou himself.
Yeah, what'd you get? I've got the Blazer.
I got the 57 Chevy. I got the Big Time Hustler over here. So that is super duper cool. That is a new star piece in my collection. That is incredible. I've never had it. This is actually my first. I don't think I've owned any prototypes. Yeah. I mean, this still has the slugs on the back from where the casting was, that these would be normally broken off. Cool. I'm going to be very careful not to break those off. But yeah, that is incredible. And so cool of MGA and Lewis to think of us for this. He's been a huge supporter of the show, as I mentioned. He really believes in what we're doing, and that has really been a nice pat on the back for all of us. And he's been, very kind and talked to all of us. If you ever get a chance to meet him at a show, absolutely talk to him. He is super nice, has a ton of great stories. He is, named the car culture person. He has probably met them or interacted with them in some way. And, it has a lot of great stories. He was just doing a lowrider show in at the Peterson, and just super duper cool. Snoop Dogg has one of his Sledsters in his collection. I think that's very cool. Here's another one. This is the '69 Camaro in yellow with black stripes. That's very cool. A good question from Automotive History through Diecast. Do you think this is why Hot Wheels is making more tune cars? I think that
They should.
I think they will. I don't
Yeah,
think. I think
they
that
better.
the tune cars are kind of, there's something that has been that the market has been hungry for a while, and I think they were listening just like Lewis was listening, and I'm sure that they had this. They were aware this was coming, but these are nothing. I would not compare these to the mainline Hot Wheels tuned cars, because these are just so much a cut above as far as quality goes, and really exciting to see these in person. I think it's just kind of a trend. I recall there was a Facebook game called CarTuned for a while that a lot of people played, and it had a not dissimilar style. I mean, these are a little more refined, I think, than those were, but just really cool to see this this kind of opportunity for new stuff. I've really kind of steered more towards realism and premiere stuff, mostly because David is a bad influence on getting me to part from my money for premium diecast. But I absolutely see the value in these as well, just because they're really fun, they're different, and if you've got play sets that you like to display, these would be right at home in them, because those are usually more like, I'm thinking like the Matchbox City type things, like park this in front of your Pizza Hut and it looks right at home, because that's got kind of a cartoony stylized look to it. And just very
7-Eleven.
You're set the 7-Eleven. That one's a very fun one as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
for sure they're going to have a home in my collection, guys. Like I just recognize the quality, and that's what I like. And when you see something really well done, you know, if that's what you like, that's what you like. And that's what I like. And to going back to our other point, there's 18 other different types of collector / consumer that are going to be attracted to this. He hit a home run with this one.
Yeah, and that's something that he really wanted to have with these, is he wanted them to be kind of cross-cultural. So they would be something that a diecast collector would like, or a lowrider person would like, or somebody who likes a particular style of artwork or a particular aesthetic. There's a huge variety of aesthetics here. I can see a huge potential for other brand partnerships and crossovers. And again, it's cool that they're doing it. It's cool that the folks over at GM are all right with them doing a stylized versions of their cars. I know car companies can be notoriously sticklers when it comes to their vehicles being represented. So I'm sure that was no easy task getting approvals on these, and I can't wait to see what the other ones in future series are, because I am still a Dodge guy, and I do look forward to seeing some Chargers and some other Challengers and maybe a Valiant. I don't know, Lewis, hint, hint, coming our way. But yeah, it's really, really cool. So I've got a few other ones. I'm just looking to make sure I haven't gone over any, missed anything here.
While Chuck is looking, I just want to note the exact car on the back of your card is what you're going to get. It's not like one picture. That's, you got the blue C10. That's exactly what's on the back here. So, like every set is kind of like its own specific project when it comes to each release.
Yeah. Built Tony says almost keychain size. You could actually, these would be great pocket cars because of the size that they are. They are significantly smaller than a muscle machine, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I actually kind of like that they're a little on the smaller side. They're technically 1/64 scale. I think that's more just the width of them, is they're about the same width of your standard 1/64 scale. But I could absolutely see finding a way to put a keychain loop on it. I mean, I'd hate to scratch up the paint jobs on it, but somebody's going to do it. Yeah, that's a really, really fun thing. I want to get some comments here.
Yep.
Because I was asked again, now that you've seen all those, think about this this little truck here, this box truck that is on the packaging. Let us know in the comments if that's something that you think they should make. Lou is watching, so
hey, and you guys that are racers, these fit existing track systems. We have gotten that confirmation as well. So if you want to race them down the track, there's another market.
So again, shout out to the folks at MGA and CarTuned. Was this sponsored? Sort of. Yes, they sent us some free stuff. You're going to see some more stuff from them that is actually sponsored, but this is just us kind of, kicking off that this is what's coming, and they were super kind to send all this stuff our way. There's too much to share here. There's going to be more shorts on these and stuff in the future, so make sure that you are subscribed and hit the notification bell so you can see when we've got that stuff coming up. And as always, we want to thank you for coming along with us for the ride. So until next time, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Thanks for listening to Diecast Breakdown. If you enjoyed today's show, please rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and tell a friend to listen in. Find Diecast Breakdown on your favorite social media platforms or visit diecastmedianetwork.com to learn more about this and our other projects. Diecast Breakdown is a presentation of Flying Valiant and the Diecast Media Network.